Good evening, everybody from the UK. Well, first of all, apologies, I missed last week. Didn't realise your clocks had gone forward. Ours don't go forward, in fact, until this weekend. So really, it wasn't been a good show because I wasn't dressed. Not a good show at all. So anyway, apologies for that. So back to normal this week. Anybody else struggle, or anybody else as animals struggle with the new moon last week? My dog for 2 nights was up and down, up and down. He drove me absolutely crazy. So did my daughter's dog. And so I'm just very interested because it was a very, very powerful new moon last week, and it certainly did cause a lot of problems, certainly for me. What else did I do last week? I had a show on at the Spice Merchants, so I did an evening of clairvoyance. There was just over 50 people there. We had a fabulous evening, lots of lovely, we had laughter and tears, which we always have in a show because we never quite know who's coming through. But it really was a lovely evening, and I do want to thank everybody for coming and also taking their messages, because it's not easy sometimes to do in front of 50 people, because you never know what spirit are going to say. And then on Saturday, I was teaching. It was my second, it wasn't my beginner's class for tarot. It was the next class I do, taking people a little bit deeper into tarot, but also getting them to use their intuition, because the reality of it is the more you work with spirit, the more you'll be able to interpret your tarot cards. We can all learn the cards, but it's actually how we feel about them. So I almost tell them to throw the rule book out the window and let's go with what we feel. But it was a really, really lovely day. And again, we had a fabulous time. And I think pretty much everybody signed up for the next course on the day of mediumship, which I'm also running in May. So lots of courses and things going on at the moment. I've been asked to do another show in another place at the moment. So lots of people wanting shows, which I will fit into my diary as and when I can. But I have to say, it's all pretty crazy at the moment. So it's Mother's Day on Sunday in the UK, but also our clocks go forward. So all us mums lose an extra hour. And for every year, it always happens on Mother's Day that we lose an extra hour. But I'm going to spend that day with my lovely girls, who are also mums. So we're going to have a really nice day, just chilling, eating food and, having conversation. So, so we're just going to take a caller in a moment. But so that's my Sunday with my girls. And then I'm going to actually be taking next week off. So we have Sarah in Montana. Is that correct? Sarah, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for taking my call.
That's okay. You're very welcome, Sarah. How can I help you?
So I just want to know that I am on the right path. I feel a spiritual awakening, but I don't know how to follow through with how I'm feeling. And I know what I need to do, but I just can't seem to do it.
Okay.
And I just want to know that I'm on the right path.
Can I ask you, do you have a mother in spirit? Do you have a mum in spirit?
I have a grandmother. My grandmother passed away about a year ago, and she raised me.
Then she'd be like a mother for you. She comes through very strongly. I'm going to work with her. But one thing she does tell me, Sarah, is how, well, you were like a daughter. She calls you daughter. So I forget the grandmother bit because she's yours as far as she's concerned. She's quite a fun lady. What she tells me is that the difficulties in your life have brought you to where you are. I do feel you're on the right path, but I do feel there's other things around you that hold you back. So when you say you know what to do, but you can't get on with it, I don't think it's about you per se, but I almost feel like other people take your energies. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So it's time for Sarah to look after Sarah. Do you know what, Sarah? I'm going to tell you something. You have a massive spiritual connection, and I'd love you if you were working with me, because I would not kick you up the backside, but I would certainly get you going and giving you some homework to do. But things that you should be doing are things like meditation, which I'm sure you're aware of. But also, I feel like I want to get you out of your shell. I just feel like you need to come out of yourself much more than what you do. But you have some people that hold you back. I don't know if that's family or friends, but you really are being held back quite a bit. Am I making sense to you, Sarah?
You are 100%, yes.
Okay, because your grandmother's saying to you, girl, you've got to get on with it. You've got to get on with it. She's very nice. And I don't know if you have 3 children. She had 3 children. She keeps giving me 3 people that she was very close to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Three of her granddaughters. Yeah, and me included. Yep.
Okay, because she just gives that to me. She also says, she just keeps saying how proud she is of you. Sarah, my love, can you join a spiritualist group or something to bring you to where you should be? Is there anything around you? I don't know how it works in the States, but certainly here, I always give them homework to do. Try this, try that, and do this, do that. They probably think I'm a right bossy so-and-so, but it's about getting you where you need to be. And I feel that if you could just work with a group that would develop you, you would do absolutely marvelously.
Okay, I will definitely look into it. Yes.
But do I think you're on the right path? 100%. However, you keep veering off because of other people.
Yes, I
you
do.
have a daughter that's been going through a really difficult time?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Your grandmother wants to say she's been around for an awful lot. And I will say I've got a lot of anxiety around your daughter. I think she kind of needs to see somebody. I want to say on a professional level. So, Mum, as much as you're lovely, I think she needs to do that. All right. And I also feel that.
Thank you.
Are you okay there? Yeah. And I also feel that, maybe she needs some medication, maybe she needs some counselling. I'm not really sure. But there seems to have been a lot of turmoil. And I don't know if she's been in some sort of really difficult relationship, but it doesn't feel great for me around her.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, that makes so much sense. She's been, since my grandmother died, she's been so upset. She's changed 100% to a different person.
Okay. Well, your grandmother's worried about her, but tell her from grandma that she needs to go and get herself sorted out, and she needs to do it now. Now. Otherwise, I think your grandmother's going to be after her.
Okay.
And I mean that in the nicest possible way, Sarah. I don't mean that in a horrible way, because your grandmother's really lovely. Look, grandmother loves you so much. It feels like your grandmother held on to the very last minute, Sarah.
She did. I stayed with her for about a week. We took her off dialysis, and I stayed in the room with her every day, every night, until she passed away, and she held on to the very end. Yep.
She did.
I didn't leave her side one time.
And she wanted to die with dignity, and you gave her dignity. So I felt that, maybe you were washing her, all those bits and pieces. You know what it's like. But what she's saying is you allowed her to die with dignity. This is a very proud lady. Very proud lady.
She is.
But can I ask, did your grandfather pass like 40 years ago or something, a long time ago?
Yeah. So, I have grandpas that I was never really close with. But yeah, they've all been gone for a long time.
Okay, well, she's reconnected obviously with her husband and everything else. I don't feel that your mum and her had a good relationship, though. No,
they don't. No, they don't. And she's one of the people that are holding me back from.
No wonder grandmother's annoyed then. I can just understand why. Okay, look, Sarah, I know it's difficult because it's your mum, and I understand that. But I felt that your mum now needs to move over, let you have your life. Every time you want to move forward, this isn't the first time that this has happened. And your grandmother said every time you want to do something for you, she creates an issue.
Yeah.
Sarah, are you okay? I feel like I've upset you, and I really don't want to, but your grandmother is a really lovely lady.
No, it is. I haven't really grieved since she's been gone.
Okay.
And I didn't know that.
I didn't catch that.
I've lost you a bit really there, Sarah. Sorry to hear from her.
Okay. Well, it's lovely that she's come through straight today. She goes, never mind mother. She pushes her out the way like that. But I actually feel like your grandmother is definitely there for you. I feel like, look, is the name Anne relevant to you?
I have a cousin named Anne.
Okay, so that would be the same level as you for a grandmother, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, because she wants to acknowledge Anne for some reason. I don't know what Anne's been going through or what's been going on there, but she wants to acknowledge Anne. And she said it would be nice if you two could come back together somehow. I don't just get back together somehow. Maybe you're going through similar situations. Can I say something? Is your mum live near you? Because she'd like you to move away from your mother.
Yes, my mom lives in the same town, and she's around me all the time.
She wants you to move.
Oh my gosh.
She said, move away from her. I felt that it's almost like your mum's like this with you, pulls you back, pulls you back, pulls you back. I felt that moving away is the only option going forward. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? Has this helped you?
Yes, tremendously. You have no idea. I didn't expect any of this at all. Oh my God.
You see, that spirit for you.
Always incredible.
You get what you need, not necessarily what you think you want. The other thing I keep getting is there's somebody called Mike or something like that. Michael, for you. I'm here. I'm not past that. I've only got a few minutes left.
I'd have to think about it.
Don't worry, it's here, and it could be with one of your daughters. Look, my love, I've got to go, but I want to leave your grandmother's love with you, and I wish you all the very best. And I know that you can make it, and I really wish you were in the UK, because I'd love to work with you and bring you on to where you should be, because spiritually, you're just a lovely lady, and you would do very well and be very helpful to people.
Thank you so much. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Sarah. All the very best. All the very best. Okay, I've only got a minute or so left, so I'm just going to round up my show. It's been lovely to help Sarah out tonight. If you want a reading from me, a free reading on a Tuesday evening, please obviously call in. You can also, if you wanted to visit my website, lesleycarverpsychicmedium.com. And you can also go and like me on Facebook to see what's going on, because I am going to try and introduce some things where I can incorporate some teaching and that across the world, rather than just be UK based, and maybe we do this on Teams or something like that. But if you're interested, drop me a line. I'll certainly be looking at bringing some things in the second half of the year. The first half of the year is pretty crazy for me, but I'll have a look at the second half of the year and see what I can do for you overseas. But anyway, in the meantime, have a fabulous week, and I shall see you this time. No, it's like, well, it will be this time, but for me, it'll be an hour later next week, and I'll leave all your loved ones with you and speak to you soon. Okay, bye for now.